Wow. 4. The number 4. This is my fourth time trying to record this. The number 4 has been just so synchronistic today. Like, in general, been seeing tons of 444s, right? But this morning specifically, holy shit, you guys, like, I have so much to say and get out. I feel like this is the first time in my life I feel like I have a message from like a powerful spirit guide, okay? So right off the bat, this message is going to be for the scribes. This message is going to be for the people who write a lot in their journals, whatever they can get their fucking hands on. Like, because they have, like, we have information or downloads or thoughts or ideas, lots of like mental mind energy here, okay? Like big fucking energy like coming through, like, and I have been spending my morning with Thoth. Like, I'm gonna get that out because right off the bat, I'm trying to be better about being precise and concise and precise with my words and my delivery, and this is all just part of it. This has been such a crazy morning of confirmations and synchronicities. The number 44444 and 444. Holy shit. I don't even know if I'm gonna post these, but I had a card session with Thoth, and like, this is the first time, like, at first I wasn't sure if I was like, if I wanted to share this yet, because I was like, well, this feels like a new thing that, like, he has really stepped forward as being one of my spirit guides. And to me, I was like, well, I don't know if I should, like, because I felt like right away, like, I needed to record a video and get some stuff out. But then, like, I was like, well, dang, should I? Because, like, this feels like such a new, like, not even like collaboration, but like, I mean, however you want to say, you know, your communication or your relationship with your spirit guides. Well, this feels like a new one. So I wanted to, like, you know, treat it as like the sacred thing that it is. Like, give it the reverence and the respect and the sacredness that this space deserves, that Thoth deserves. But I feel like this is the first time in my life that I feel like I'm honestly getting like a download from an actual, like, big energied ancient being, like deity, spirit guide, like. And he reminded me too, I've been talking to him all morning. Like, I've been, as crazy as that sounds, well, if you're here, then you're probably woo-woo too, and this isn't weird to you, but I've spent all morning with him. I've spent all morning talking to him, communicating with him. He's been communicating with me through my cards, through my mind, through my thoughts, through downloads. Like, it's been incredible. Like, really. And this all started, and that's the thing too, he reminded me, I feel like he let me know, he was like, no, this is okay. Like, I want you to get this out because, like, it's like he had to remind me. It's like, he's not new. Like, he's always been here as part of my spirit squad. I just didn't know. So the only thing that's new is my awareness of it. So, like, that's really important too. There's an energy lately where, like, a lot of things are, like, being illuminated. And that's funny because one of the shorts that I posted yesterday, it was like a snippet from one of my bigger videos that I, like, my longer videos that I posted within the past week or so. But, like, I had put the moon card as kind of like one of those, like, synchronistic things that I write on the screen that kind of, like, people can kind of see if that video is for them, right? The moon energy has been coming through so strong. And I started out my morning, like, I don't even remember, like, what got me started on it. You know, sometimes you just wake up and, like, the day has a vibe already. It has a flavor to it, okay? And, like, I don't even remember, like, what started it. But anyway, the point is, so I've just been feeling Thoth's energy all day. And, like, so earlier today, I, like, started researching into him more. I'm like, I just want to know everything about you. Like, I'm so fascinated and I'm so honored that I feel like he is part of my spirit squad and I just never knew. Like, and that's part of the energy too. A lot of things are being revealed right now. that's part of the moon energy. The moon energy is very like intuitive energy. It's subconscious energy. It's things being illuminated in the dark, that because the moon, I even just said this in like a recent video, like the moon is also a source of light. It's a source of light in the darkness. So like just, oh, and so in I don't know if you can see, in honor of him, I wanted to wear my moon earrings that I made. Because I was doing research on him this morning, because I already knew like he is known as the Egyptian god of writing and wisdom and magic in the fucking moon. I was like, dude, like, I was like, I love and have always been drawn to all of those things. So it just makes sense, you know? And like I said, like I was thinking about it and talking to him this morning on my morning drive, and like, I've always, like, even since I was a kid, I've always written. I remember the first diary I ever got. Like, it was like this cute little, like, pink diary with hearts on it, and it had, like, a lock and key on it. And then, like, another one I had that I remember bringing to my grandma's house when I was, like, probably between, like, 9, 10, or 11 years old. It had, like, a sun and a moon on it. But it was, like, one of those cool, like, kid journals that had, like, the cover that had the sun and the moon was, like, a stencil. So it was kind of like that, you know, thick kind of plastic stenciling material, but then under that was like a cover. And I remember writing about it. But the whole point is, this video is going to be for people that like are scribes, are channelers of sacred knowledge, of wisdom, of downloads that you don't even know where they come from, but like you write them down, like me, like for example, like I said in the last, like yesterday or the day before his video, like a recent video, I feel like a lot of like psychic gifts and abilities and intuition and like things like that are being like revealed right now for me, but also a lot of people in the collective, because this is a time of like ancient things awakening. This is a time of like things being revealed, truth being revealed, things that have been hiding in the dark within yourself, even like your subconscious, like, but also like collectively, like on a world scale, everything. This is such a time of like, of truth and discovery and like illumination, you know? So I feel like this has just been such a cool experience. Like this, like I said, this is my first time ever feeling like I have a message from like a very, like I said, ancient, like divine source, deity, however you want to view Thoth. Like he is powerful. And it's funny because I feel like I was hanging out with him the other day too. Hanging out, you know what I mean? Like I was communing with him. I was talking to him. I was like writing things down in this journal, which I'm gonna get into this in a minute too. But like, I feel like, what was I gonna say from the other night? I said I was hanging out with him the other night. Oh, and I got like a really like, and I assume that like people have different experiences with him. Maybe they even like feel him or perceive him differently. But like to me, he had like a very like grandpa energy. Like he was like really wise and like, but also like really like caring. Like he felt to me like he had a very like, yes, powerful presence and energy, but it felt really like nurturing and loving. It was so cool. And so anyway, so, and this all kind of started like, I think like last week sometime. I still don't know her name, but I know her channel name is Enigma 369. A new reader that found me on my timeline on YouTube, and I really love her. So I've always like, I would say like some months I've like been aware of Thoth, but he hasn't come through this strong as he is right now, like lately. And so she had a video that I had watched. Was it last week or was it like, I mean, it's Wednesday. Today's like what, May 12th? What is today? Oh, duh, my phone's right there. But I think it's Wednesday. I think it's May 12th or the 13th. I can't remember, but 2026. But anyway, so she had a video where she was talking about Thoth, and like she had 444 on there, and um she was saying how Thoth can, that's a way that he can communicate. I haven't figured out why exactly it's for, but so she was just talking about her experience with Thoth, right? And like fours are a way that he can communicate, I guess. And take everything with like a grain of salt, take what resonates, leave the rest, obviously, as people say. But so that's just kind of like, and so I noticed that even then at the time of the video that I watched it, I'm like, dude, I've been seeing 444 fucking everywhere. Also, 4 is my life path number. And so anyway, so the point of, oh, and also she was like, if the heron can be a sign of him, and like I fucking saw a heron last week. I even said this in a video recently, like that I posted on here, that like I had fucking just seen a Thoth. I had just, maybe it was him, who knows? Like he's a god. I'm sure he could like come here and in the form of a heron or any kind of bird or any animal. Like, but anyway, but obviously Thoth, he's the ancient Egyptian god, so that has like that, it's called an ibis. But he has like that bird mask that he wears. It's like he has like the body of a man, but he's wearing a mask that looks like a really pointy beaked I guess ibis, but it looks like a heron, right? That's why she mentioned the heron. She was like, he can show up as a heron sometimes. And like sometime last week I was driving home and I was like talking to myself out loud, as I do, and I was like, I had asked the question out loud, and then like 10 seconds later I'm driving and I see like this huge ass thing in the sky, and I was like, is that a heron? And I got closer to it, it fucking was, and it just flew like right over my car, and I was like, well, that's cool, because like, I don't know about you, but like I don't see herons very often, maybe like a handful of times a year. And so the fact that it came up at that time, didn't think much of it at the time. I was like, well, that's cool, like I always get excited. But then like after I had like, and then I seen that video either like maybe that night or the day after or something, but it obviously made me think about that. I was like, oh my god, like, so anyway, he's been coming through really strong for me lately, okay? And the message that I feel like he has for us, okay, us, the scribes, okay, like the people who write, who record, who journal, who, just this, it's like a lost art of writing, okay? Like I was getting that last night, the lost art of like recording, journaling, scribing. Like it's just like a lot of us do it, so it's not like completely lost or anything, but there's so much, like I feel like I'm being brought to the fact that it's such a powerful practice. It's such an important part of existence too, and like history, because how many sacred texts are there in the fucking world, right? That like we know pieces of history because of like Thoth himself. Supposedly he's the author of the Emerald Tablets, which I need to read them. That's like that's like on my one of my spiritual to-do lists. It's like I want to get my hands on that and like really read through it and digest that and like absorb that wisdom and knowledge. But like, so the message that I have from him, that I feel is truly coming from him, that he wants me to speak on, is that, you guys, I feel like it's really important right now to record things, write things down, write down your thoughts, write down your feelings, what you're going through, what you're feeling, what you're picking up from the collective, what you're picking up from the cosmos, what's going on in the world. Like we all play a different part in this orchestra, in this puzzle, in this web of existence and co-creation with each other. Like we all play our different roles. So I just like, so the message I'm getting from him to speak and tell you guys, for you fellow scribes, like there is power in our words. There is power in writing. It's such a powerful practice. It's such a powerful thing, because this is like, okay, another like bigger kind of thing about this is that writing is like, it's a sacred thing, because like how many, like even like in history, like what was that? The burning of one of the great libraries, that was like an attack on knowledge and wisdom and magic, because how many things have been lost to history that got, like I said, like the burning of the library. They burned that because they knew that there was so much fucking knowledge in there. There was so much like divine knowledge and maybe like even spells and magic and shit in there. And they fucking burned it because they know how important that is. They know the power of the written word. I mean, even like look at the Bible, dude. I'm not religious and I have not really read the Bible. um I kind of have like some like a religious past in my childhood because I grew up like one of my family members basically was like he's still very religious. Anyway. And so when I was a kid, I got exposed to that, like that world, the Christianity and the church and stuff. But I feel like with a lot of us that went through that as a kid, like I grew up into my own belief system, into my own divinity and my own connection to the divine. So I'm not religious, but woo as fuck. Like, y'all know I talk about my spirit squad all the time. And yes, God and Jesus and the Divine Mother, and now Thoth, who has very much been making himself known to me. And, my angels, my ancestors, and my higher self, and like, all of the divine beings that I connect with, that I believe in, that I know are part of my spirit squad. But anyway, so the point is, like, I feel like the importance of this message is that scribes have always been important. I mean, Thoth himself was like a scribe of the gods, supposedly. That's why he's like the god of writing and wisdom and like sacred knowledge, because, and I feel like, and that's a cool thing too about like all of my journals and stuff. Like, I just always thought that they were just my thoughts, but as I kind of know and believe now, I honestly feel like some of us that are channelers, like we do channel information from different sources. I mean, it could be anywhere from like channeling information from like our higher selves, from the divine itself, from the Divine Mother, from like I'm feeling right now like I'm channeling information from Thoth, like, and like, excuse me, some people channel information from like, the Galactic Council. Some people channel, information from their ancestors, like from our ancestors, from anywhere that's divine. Like, there are all kinds of channelers, right? And so when it comes to like, and it's crazy too, because it's like my downloads I usually get like in my mind, like as thoughts or downloads or ideas, or like just things, random things that I just feel such an urge, like I need to write this down. And it's like, if you have that too, that's very important. You hold some kind of power within you, that some kind of power and magic within you that has to do with you writing. Writing itself is just such a powerful thing. And that might like have to do with like, and see, I even got into this in a past video. I don't remember which fucking one it is now, but like I was talking about like the power of work. I was driving during that one on my way to work. So that's the one with the bunny cup and my pretty little like shawl thing. But like I was talking about the power of words and like how the frequency of our voice, even like, and is anyone else going through this? Like, I feel like I'm just going through so many fucking upgrades right now. And like I said, illuminations. And like in the last video, like long video, I think I talked about my experience with like, I feel like I released something from like my energetic and also physical body, because I believe, and it's my understanding, that like our energetic body is very much tied to our physical body. So if there's anything going on in our physical body, like it's probably something going on a deeper level in our energetic body. So I had released like a lot of, I was talking about feeling like I released something massive, like an energetic block that I had for my whole life. And I felt like I had released a huge bit of it, like a huge, like if, I don't think it's completely eradicated, but like just even bringing awareness to it though, and like sitting with it and like being conscious of that process I was going through, like it released something massive to the point where like my neck feels so much better. It was like the back of my neck slash like top shoulder area, if that makes sense. Like, and I honestly feel like because I released something so massive, like in my energetic body, it like loosened up. It like okay, that was something else in here that I saw in my journal that I wanted to read to you guys. Where was it? It was something about when you unblock something, it also unlocks something. Like I feel like, where did it go? God, I've just been writing so much. And that's the thing, like these journals that like and you've heard me talk about this so much, if anyone that maybe has been somewhere in time and space watching these, I've written through like 20 plus journals in the past like couple years, and like I've always had one, but it's like accelerated the past couple years. And these journals, dude, I also wrote about like how when was this? This was maybe like 4 or 5 days or nights ago. Okay, 5/9. So May 9th, whenever that, I wrote so much that day. So yeah, see, things have been feeling really unreal lately. And things have been awakening. And it's about grounding this energy that we've been feeling, these thoughts, these downloads. I'm just trying to find where I wrote about. Well, I did write. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's on the next page. Of course it is. Okay, so something I wanted to also. Okay, tying into the whole Thoth thing too, which is funny because I have my phone up here and the sun's like right there, and I didn't want it to like overheat my phone. So it's funny because like I didn't know. Like I said, I knew Thoth was like the god of writing and like that was like the main one that I knew until I like did more research and was like, oh my god, he's also the god of magic. And like he's like the Eye of Horus, which is like the left one, that's a symbol of protection and healing, because I just learned this today. I like read that lore and backstory and myth. Like apparently like he helped so Horus is the son of Isis and Osiris, okay? And he had some battle with like Seth or something, and Horus got his left eye like ripped out basically. Sorry, that's kind of intense, but that's what I read. And so Thoth, with his magic and his healing magic, supposedly he like with his saliva or something, he helped restore the Eye of Horus, which is why that is a symbol of like protection and healing. And it's like it's having to do with like the whole, like basically restoring the eye back to its wholeness. Also, I brought up eye issues in my last video, I think, because I was talking about the meridian system of traditional Chinese medicine and how the liver meridian is the only one that's connected to the eyes. So this might be another confirmation for somebody, or you know, who's healing that part of themselves, and like their vision, their inner vision maybe is like coming online or becoming more, you know, illuminated. But anyway, so something that I got reminded about, so I was writing about, I just started getting this like feeling about journals and how important our journals are, right? Like us scribes, like we do important work. Like a lot of the time it's stuff that people don't even see unless we do stuff like this, what I'm starting to do, and like reading my journals out loud to like and sharing them, you know? So maybe this is your sign too. Like if you're also a scribe, you probably hold a lot of wisdom and knowledge and magic within yourself, and this is one of your gifts. This is the gift of writing. This is the gift of channeling divine knowledge and information for other people, but also like not even like, and it can be something big and spiritual and sacred like that, like what I blah, 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 blah. Like with what I just said. But it can also be as simple as like you even just like sharing what you write. it can make someone else, like with me sometimes, I'll like read my goofy shit that I write sometimes, and maybe that'll help someone laugh. And in the cosmic grand scheme of things, laughing raises the vibration of anyone who's laughing. Like I fucking love laughing. Like, it's one of my favorite things. And so I'm just like a very goofy person, but and you might be too. And I hope goofy people find my channel. We can just like all giggle together. But anyway, so like it could even be something simple as that. Like you reading, you going in between, like me, in between deep sacred things and knowledge and wisdom and downloads. And then also just like sharing a funny thing that you wrote down in your journal that you had just thought about that made you laugh. And that might make someone else laugh. And we're just all here to walk each other home. Oh, what, speaking of, okay. So I'm going to read, okay, so what, I have this page pulled up because I was talking about, okay, so I was thinking about journals, right? And how sacred these are. And, okay, so I wrote, I am devoted to the journal, LOL, to the words, to the truth. Okay, but I wrote, oh my God, like the Shepherd's Journal and Atlantis. That's another fucking thing. Atlantis. I have a connection to Atlantis. Like, it started when I was a kid because, you know, the Disney version of Atlantis, The Lost Empire, that is one of my all-time fucking favorite Disney movies, and I think it's so underrated. Like, but even as a kid, I felt like, I don't know, I can't explain what I felt, but it was like this feeling of like wonder because it's so magical, you know? But like now that I'm thinking back on it, it's like that was probably a feeling within my soul and my heart. Like it was like a resonant feeling, like, oh my God, like I love this movie so much because it's cool as fuck and magical, but also like I very much believe like I had past lives in Atlantis. So anyway, but like, so in the movie, and I think they hide nuggets of truth in like fiction movies. I honestly feel that. Like, and it's not just kids movies, it's like any movie, all movies. Not all movies, but just like I feel like they slip in little tidbits of nuggets of like truth that people are just like, oh, it's like basically how like you hear like the truth in history and myths. The truth became dangerous because, you know, if you know, you know, but like that's why this whole fear of being seen thing is a wound. It's a true wound because at many times in history, you being a truth speaker, a truth seeker, but also like a truth speaker and like, you know, speaking the truth on things, that got you annihilated sometimes. So like, that's why a lot of us are healing this wound of like, and see, it's still prevalent in me because I'm not comfortable sharing my face yet, you know, because I do have that deep wounding that I'm working through, you know. But anyway, so with the Shepherd's Journal from Atlantis, like clearly this is like I said, oh my God, the Shepherd's like the Shepherd's Journal, Jesus, and Atlantis, that Milo's grandpa gave and passed down to him, which he actually uses to find motherfucking Atlantis. Like, oh, and then after I wrote that, I got this random, see, this is just like a random download line that I got that I wrote down, but I wrote, the journals are leading us home. Like, sometimes I write a question mark after I write something that I think about because I'm like, sometimes I don't even fully understand what it means. Like, I just write it down because I feel the need to write it down. So that might mean something to someone, or it might unlock something. Like, sometimes I feel like things that we write as scribes, they're codes. They're written codes that we may not fully understand. We just know that we're meant to share them because that might unlock something for someone else who's also going through some kind of like awakening journey or just, you know, whatever. And so like, is this still recording? Yes, it is. Okay. The way the sun is now, it's like I can't really see what's going on with the screen. Oh, so that's what I was saying. I put so the sun wouldn't fall directly on my phone. Guess who I put like behind it to block the sun? Luna. Like, so many moon synchronicities too. The moon just it's the realm of magic and illusion, but also like depth and cycles and rhythms and magic and illumination and, secrets, even like intuition. Like the moon's a very big moon energy lately. And that was like, I think I didn't even realize, but we just had like a new moon in Taurus like the other day. But anyway, so I wrote, the journals are leading us home, question mark. Just like the journal led him to Atlantis, right? Because he always knew. Milo always knew in his heart, and his grandpa also knew in his heart that it was real. Everybody else mocked them. You remember that movie? Like, everyone mocked them. They thought they were fucking insane, but no, they knew it. Like, so I said also, our grounding and awakening ancient magic. Also 1010, because I remember when I walked, and then I wrote the quote I knew that I had walked into the kitchen and it said 1010. It must have said 1010 on the stove, because I have this thing above my stove, like sitting on my stove. It's this really pretty thing that I got. It's like a wooden sign. I got it from a thrift store, and I've been like really drawn to like carrying this around. But the thing says, and I wrote it down here, and it says, life takes you to unexpected places. Love brings you home.